really bad time in the Middle East as they are being attacked by Iranian drones, Iranian militias, and Iranian missiles all at the same time. This is from the Erbil base in Iraq that has been under heavy fire for the third day in a row. Here in Erbil, Iraq, yet again, early reports are saying that this one might be under a ground attack by Iraqi militias. The base in Kuwait is no longer able to intercept drones. This is how this base is looking right now. Also, another American base totally blown to hell. Let's hope that this was evacuated. This is a base in Bahrain. This is an American naval base. You see at the top, 2 radars are blown up and a hangar of unknown jets have been blown up. This again is the American base in Iraq. This one has been getting hammered hard. I think now that it's just out of anti-aircraft missiles because it's being struck every freaking hour. I think it's safe to say that the 5th Naval Fleet in Bahrain has also been totally destroyed. Missiles are now getting through, hitting the port every hour. I haven't even brought up the American embassy in Saudi Arabia that was blown to flames earlier.
Shalom, shalom. First off, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Akakadash, Yahweh being a true name, Heavenly Father, Yahushai being named for His only begotten Son, who the Lord eagerly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles, brothers, our elders, a great millstone, attached to truth and will well, and salutations to hopefully pushing truth and honesty, sincerity. This is Brother Yawasop. Come to another lesson to the spirit power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, giving another update in times and events. As you can see, Iran has definitely been a flexing on the United States and Israel. That Iron Dome ain't been able to do shit when it comes to some of their higher powered hypersonic missiles. And then they have other missiles that break up into smaller missiles. One missile breaks up into 80 different ones, and there's nothing you can do to stop that. So, hey, they're just striking at will, and they're demolishing the United States military bases too. Okay, so now, Trump is getting backed into the corner, and there's threats right now because Iran just straight up threatened and said, "Hey, look, they're gonna nuke Israel." And meanwhile, they've basically been rope-a-doping Israel and the United States because they've been striking targets, but those targets turned out to be paintings on the ground. It's pretty clever, man. They made giant murals on the ground, and the United States thought it was planes, and they've just been striking dirt. Yes, they have, hit some of Iran's targets too, like they sunk a ship recently, but they're basically drawn out the United States military to basically empty all of their ammunition that they have. They're running out of interceptors. So now Iran's basically, like I said, they just rope-a-doped the U.S. and Israel. And now they're actually showing what they do have, what they've been have, and they're striking. And there's nothing that the United States can do to stop it. So right now, Trump might just send a pocket nuke over there. All right, this is guy's channel called Steve Ram. We watch a lot of him. He's pretty consistent in giving news reports. He's going to share what the most recent talks are. So something could definitely happen this weekend. But check this out.
Intense developing news coming out regarding the U.S.-Irani war in just the past couple of hours. I know this is a little bit later than I typically live stream, but wanted to make sure as soon as this weekend, the big one could be coming is what we're hearing. So wanted to make sure that you got caught up before we wake up in the morning and potentially see something unfold. Let's take a look at the latest headlines so you can see it for yourself. Iran threatens to nuke Israel with chilling images showing missile obliterating Tel Aviv. Iran has issued a horrific threat to Israel. You can see this coming out today, Friday, March the 6th, 2026. But that is not it. Take a look at this as well. Coming out today, just a couple of hours ago, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent forecasts the largest bombing campaign yet is coming. Says Iran attempting economic chaos. Bessent says that Iran will try to play an economic card after failing in the military front of the conflict. Powerful U.S. bombers that can carry 24 missiles arrive at UK airbase as Trump warns Iran the big one is coming. Now, take a look at this. The U.S. tests its Doomsday missile amid the Iran war. It can strike any place on Earth. We're hearing just a couple of days ago, the United States carried out this test in California. No deal with Iran except unconditional surrender. I shared this with you earlier today. We heard this from Donald Trump. He said there is no other option than unconditional surrender, either that or guaranteed death. And also, take a look at this. We're hearing Iran has responded saying that it is ready for a ground invasion and is rejecting the ceasefire with the United States. Iran says, if it's war that you're saying we have to have, that is what we're going to do. What will happen, though, if a nuclear bomb is used in the U.S.-Iran war? You can see this coming out today. These are the questions that are starting to come up with some of the threats that have been issued.
So there you have it, man. It's about to be boots on the ground over there. You know, Trump, when he says the big one, to my mind, that comes nuke. You know? So we're going to see how this unfolds, man. But it's getting real hot. So keep watch what's going on this weekend. This is Matthew 24:6. Says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So they have to happen. It says must come to pass. So actual wars and rumors. What we're seeing now is no longer a rumor. It's the actual wars going on. Okay? So all these things must come to pass. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. So all these things are going to be going on at one time. So you got wars between different countries. You're going to have famine that's going to hit, because anytime you got war, you know, you got the price of resources tends to go up. Right now, gas prices is beginning to skyrocket and go up. Okay, and that affects the cost of the food, because you have the people getting the food to the stores have to pay more in gas for transportation, so that cost gets put on to the consumer. Okay, so it's going to cost more to get that food to the store, so therefore the food price is going to go up, and it's going to get so bad people are not going to be able to afford it. So you're going to have a lot of people starving. Pestilences, okay, illnesses coming back. They've been having rumors of another pandemic that they're working on. Earthquakes in diverse places, you know, mass earthquakes could be hitting. There's a lot of fault lines that are due to erupt at any moment in America. Catastrophic ones. Even in other various parts of the world. But earthquakes, it's another part of it. Okay? This is Jeremiah 15:14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh. So this is a prophecy, man. All the countries that have missile capability, they're actually going to aim them right here at the United States. And they're going to target this place. Everyone that bends the bow. So everyone that has that capability, they're going to eventually shoot at this place. So you're seeing right now, it's the beginning with Iran. Okay? But it's going to start trickling down to all these other nations, man. Especially the allies of Iran. So, hey, this is war. So all these nations round about Babylon are going to begin to start shooting. Well, we're going to see how this plays out this weekend with all these threats, man. You know, we can foresee the boots on the ground going very soon. The United States is talking about this. They may need 100 days. They've been calling on help from other nations. Hey, this is it, man. War Armageddon is brewing up. So with that, those were the lessons edifying. I'm going to close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. I want to give double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone, taught us truth and will well. Incite us to hopefully like person's truth and honesty, sincerity. Shalom.